Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Racheal, and if you're new here, welcome. And whether it was the thumbnail or the title of today's video, I do hope you enjoy the content. And of course, if you're coming back as a subby already, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Now I know I've made a post. Just before I get into the rest of the video, I do still want to say a huge thank you to everyone for the comments and the likes and the loves on my recent uploads. Some of the comments that I've read so far make me laugh out loud literally, and others just make me smile. So I just wanted to say thank you. Again, I know I've already put up a post, but of course it's always better for me to actually hear it from my mouth. So thank you so much for the support, guys, and hopefully we can continue to sort of grow this little group, this little family that we have going on. So thank you again. Now, as you can see by the title of today's video, I'm doing a trends video, and we are very much approaching spring, summer. Obviously March is around the corner, and I know I literally probably said last week in my last video, if you haven't, by the way, check that out as well, we'll put it up above. I pretty much said that I could not see the UK getting any warmer, but I mean, we're in the double digits now, so that's a good thing temperature wise. And it kind of just made me want to think about what might be coming with regards to the new season coming round. Now, fashion, of course, has still been taking place around the world, and there are different things that have been shown on the catwalks that have kind of let different high street stores, as well as us as individuals, know what is coming. Now, of course, with fashion and catwalk specifically, you and I both know that a lot of the things you will see on the catwalk or see sort of within the fashion houses aren't exactly things you can wear day in, day out. However, high street stores will always find a way to kind of create more wearable pieces. And so what I've done today is gone back to my trusty Zara, of course, and I've picked out some pieces that kind of feed into the trends that we'd be expecting to see across spring and summer. Now, the good thing with the things I've picked is you guys already know, for me, when it comes to trends, there is no point in buying into something that you won't be able to wear season in, season out, or year in, year out. I'm very much still the sort of person where if I don't feel like it's just not my style, or I just don't think it will fit into my wardrobe collectively like what I already have, then I probably won't buy into it. So this is obviously personal to me, but hopefully I can showcase a few pieces that some of you will be able to say, okay, I think I can do something with that, or that will suit my style too. Now, of course, I've kind of broadened my horizons just so I can show you guys a bit more, but all in all, everything I've picked, I think are definitely things I could wear and would comfortably wear out and about. So with that being said, it will be a try and haul. I'll have all the details as per usual and let you know the sizing and everything like that. So I'll show you some bits now, then you'll see the try and portion as well, sort of with clips. But hopefully, yeah, I'm hoping you find something. But remember guys, don't just feed into the trends. Do what makes sense for you. And with that being said, let's get into the rest of the video. So this item I'm about to show you is probably not so much of a fashion or catwalk sort of trend, but it's definitely something we've been seeing across the last few weeks and months in different high street stores. So I thought I would include it in this video, and it is a gilet. Now, this one in particular is from Zara, and price-wise, it was $29.99, and I picked it up in a medium. Now, with outerwear, I think I have mentioned before in probably like my first video, with outerwear, I always stick to medium or large, just because I always anticipate maybe layering it up or just having room. I hate feeling tight sort of like under the armpits or anything like that. This, of course, doesn't have any sleeves, but I did think that just because of the style, I'd probably still stick to a medium. It doesn't say anything about being oversized, so I would say it's very true to size, especially when I tried it on. But I think it's one of those things now that we are coming into spring or slightly warmer temperature, where you still want to be able to layer up, or you still want to be warm, so to speak, but maybe you don't want the extra layers or having sleeves or whatever the case is. Now, I'm not gonna fake it. It's not exactly like I'm taking countryside walks or anything like that, but I think as just an outerwear piece or something just to have for different occasions, or when you just want to reach for something different, it is a good one to have. Now, my only qualm with it is it doesn't have pockets, and I think for a piece like this, because it's so simple and because it doesn't have sleeves or anything like that, I just feel like pockets are necessary. I don't know, that might be a preference sort of thing. So I do still have my eye out for one that maybe has that extra detail. As you can see by the material, I think it looks slightly shinier on camera. Slightly shinier on camera than it is. Obviously I have the lights and everything, but it is water repellent, so that's probably why it looks the way that it does. Now, one extra feature that I do like, if I flip it around, one extra feature that I do like is it has a hood. Now, the reason I say I like it is because the hood is concealed, and there's definitely some outfits where you just don't want a hood sort of hanging over or whatever the case is. So you have the zips that go all the way around, and if I just pull out the hood for show, this is what the hood looks like. Now, I, for one, think the hood is very flimsy. However, I guess from a functional perspective, it does make sense. It is in the same material, but it's not padded. Don't know if you can tell, it's not padded at all. But I guess it's one of those things in case you are actually caught in rain while you're walking or running your errands or whatever, it is a good thing to have. But I would probably definitely just keep it tucked in if I'm not using it. But this is definitely, it stops a bit shorter, but you will be able to see that. However, I do like it. I'm still umming and ahhing about the material, but it is nicely padded. And I think for what it is and the whole purpose of not being too warm or too cold, it probably will work and serve its purpose. So that is this item. Another trend we have been seeing, but more so in jeans and denim, is the wide leg trouser. Now, what I have seen with regards to spring and summer is instead of it being denim, it has actually just been normal trousers. So some of the examples I have are two trousers that I bought, I think 2 seasons ago now, from Zara as well. And the first one looks like this. So I've got them in black, and I've also got it in this sort of grey checked pattern. So these are what I would call kind of like the dad trousers, but I think when I bought it, they actually just described it as like full length trousers. They always kind of use that terminology for you to know that yes, it's definitely going to hit the floor. Now I've said to you guys before, I'm 5'6", just under 5'7", so lengthwise this definitely works for me. So what I love about these trousers is they do fit relatively well on the waist. There is a little bit of gaping, but nothing that looks bad even without a belt. But you will see that I have styled it with a belt just to add some depth to the outfit and obviously add accessories to it as well. As I mentioned, it is full length and it does have functional pockets at the front, and it has some details at the back, but these pockets are not functional. But that's okay, we don't need to be putting anything in our back pockets anyway. I love it because it has this sort of suit, quite thick, really good quality sort of material. And like I said, it goes all the way to the bottom. Now you will be able to see it better in a clips I'll be adding to this for you to see how it looks on. But I just love these trousers because obviously they're a bit more of a relaxed fit, which is the trend in itself. So we're thinking more wide leg, not so much a flare, but definitely more a loose, relaxed fit. As I mentioned, I did pick up a very similar pair, and there's only a slight difference in these ones where the hook here, there's 2 instead of 1. That's the only difference I can notice in the trousers anyway. So I picked it up in this alternative color because for me, I'm definitely an all black sort of girl, as you can see. However, I do like neutral, sort of more muted tones as well. And I thought this would be perfect, especially if I want to wear maybe brighter colors or mix it with like the creams and the nudes and white. But equally, I just love the fact that I can pick either or. What I love about the wide leg trousers is the amount of things that you can mix and match it with. Now, if you want to go for a more sort of like suited and booted sort of style, you can obviously pair it with a blazer if you wish to. However, you will see that I've tried it with different tops. So on one occasion, I had it with like a bralette, and then another time I was wearing it with like a corset style top. And quite simply, you can wear it with a t-shirt as well, which I do think I've shown on my channel before. The great thing about it is these ones have belt loops, so if you do want to add some extra sort of detail or accessorize the trousers or your outfit in general, you do have the flexibility to do so. The really, really great thing I said as well, I would say as well, is with regards to how the weather is going, you can definitely wear it through winter. It would still be quite suitable to wear in summer as well, depending on what you're wearing on the top. The materials I have in particular, and the ones that I've seen from Zara so far, are good quality and thick, but not so much that you couldn't wear it when it's hotter. So that is something to consider as well. Another trend that I would say I personally absolutely love, just because of how simple it is and the likelihood of you already having it in your wardrobe, are stripes. So stripes, I think, are a great way to add sort of dimension to your outfit. So I'm very much someone who almost wears block colors. Like, it's very rare for me to wear something patterned unless on the off chance I'm just feeling different and I wear something that's maybe floral or whatever the case is. But stripes, I think, is a great way to introduce color into your wardrobe as well, depending on what color the stripes are or what sort of pattern the material is. And I think it's a very, very simple way to add some detail to a relatively simple and sleek outfit. So the first item that I picked up that kind of fits into this pattern is this vest from Zara again, of course. This I picked up in a size medium, so they do the small, medium and large. I picked up in a medium and it was $27.99, and it just looks like this. Now, with these vests, I would definitely say they are something that has been around and about. It looks relatively wide, but you will see how it looks when it's on. Now, with that said, you will see that I dressed up with the sort of loose fit wide leg trousers, and I personally think it goes really, really well. Now, it is a bit more of a dressed up sort of, okay, you're going somewhere outfit, and you probably won't find me in a corner shop looking like that. But it is something that's really simple and sleek and effective to put together. This one in particular has black stripes with a cream sort of base, as you can see. And again, as I said, I do like that sort of neutral palette, but it's still kind of playing into the trend of stripes. You will also see that with regards to the vest, just deviating a little bit, I also picked it up in black. This was $19.99 and it was in a size medium. Similar sort of style. This one I think is a little bit shorter and not as wide. But yeah, you'll see how well those go with the wide leg trousers. So that was another variation of the vest that I picked up. Going back to the stripes, I did pick up this jumper as well. This one was in a size, I'm probably sure it's a medium. Size medium, and it's $27.99. Now this one, the stripes are actually navy blue, but again, it has that cream sort of off-white base. Now, all of these are giving me sort of nautical vibes, but more so when I tried this one on, it was really giving me some sort of Parisian chic. Now, I didn't actually accessorize it with any bags or anything like that, but I can really imagine this looking so cute with like a nice little clutch, some heels or whatever the case is, some nice trainers even, and it would just be a really comfy, cool vibe. But it's quite simple. Again, a nice thick sort of knit, which makes me think it'll be quite good for maybe summer evenings or like spring days. But yeah, this is another version of the stripes. As you can see, these stripes are slightly thinner than these ones. So when it comes to the trend altogether, you can definitely pick what suits you best or what you would prefer. Now the next two trends to touch on, and I kind of put these as one, only because one of them is just my style anyway, and the second one was very easy to style up. Again, you probably have something in your wardrobe already that can kind of play into this trend. And it is monochromatic colors, so monochrome outfits. And the other is termed Lady with a Twist. Now, I'll start with Lady with a Twist first because that will kind of roll into what the monochrome outfit looks like. And what I did is I paired it up with a pleated skirt. Now, pleated skirts, again, I think this season kind of come and gone if we're talking trends, but I think it's quite a classic piece. You can definitely dress it up and down in different seasons and in different ways. So for me, as a skirt and as an item, it's something I love to keep in my wardrobe. It's really, really easy to play into the trend of monochrome because it's literally black and white as it says. So as you can see, what I've done is just paired this with a black t-shirt and a white t-shirt. Quite simple, quite effortless. Now, with regards to what the Lady with a Twist trend is, it's basically taken more feminine sort of items and almost making them look a bit more masculine, or pairing them with something that would be a bit more masculine, a bit more androgynous. So for myself, all I did is obviously take something as cute and floaty and feminine as the pleated skirt, and I just paired it with a t-shirt. Now, obviously the t-shirt is relatively loose fitted, which I think kind of plays into that whole sort of loose, more masculine vibe. If you want something, you could definitely pair it with maybe a more boxy fit top or something that's definitely even more oversized and more loose. You could even pair it with a hoodie. These are all different ways to play into that trend. So a really, really easy one that a lot of you have probably been doing anyway. So good to know you've got one trend ticked already. This trend is definitely one that I think is so, so cute. Very spring. It already makes me feel like, okay, a new season is coming. And it's maxi dresses. However, this one I don't think is too far out of my comfort zone or too different to what I have in my wardrobe. And it is just this lovely sort of, I don't know what flower it is, I was gonna say daisy, but it's not. It's a wrap maxi dress. Now this dress I've actually had for some time, and I know it's a lot harder to see whilst I'm just holding it up. I've had this dress for maybe going on 3 years, something that has really stood the test of time and something that I love to reach out to when the weather permits. This one actually wasn't from Zara. I picked this up from New Look. This one in particular is really, really cute because it shows a nice amount of your chest, sort of like décolletage area, but it's not too much. With that being said, I think this is another very easy trend. If you're looking for something that will introduce color or maybe patterns into your wardrobe, probably an item like this will be the best way to do that without it looking too over the top, or whatever your vibe is. There's different ways to implement it. But yeah, the maxi dress trend is definitely something that will pick up a bit of pace, I guess, when we start getting towards the summer months, but it is one to keep in mind. And it's probably one to bear in mind because you're gonna probably be pulling out a few of the maxi dresses you already have in your wardrobe. So start thinking which ones you wanna wear this year again. Next trend is definitely not a surprise because I think I've already started seeing it sort of, especially when I've been checking Zara or H&M or whatever the case is. And it is cutouts in dresses or in tops. Now, the item I've got in particular is from Zara, of course, as I said, and it's in a size small, it's $29.99, and it's this beautiful dress right here. Now, of course, I'm showing it to you here, but it'll be a lot easier to see in the try-on portion, so that will be showing quite shortly. But as you can see, this is the neck and that is the space. Now it isn't as open as that, which you can see already. It definitely closes up a bit more depending on your body shape or how it fits on you. And so it's not as pronounced as it could be, which I personally do not mind. But yeah, this trend of having like a cutout space has definitely been a lot more prevalent on the runway specifically, where you have the cutout on the side of the dresses. Really, really flattering. And I know Zara have released some bodysuits actually that kind of play on that trend. And if you didn't know already, guys, I don't think I have said, I will have a new in Zara haul coming next week. I know, shame on me, but they had some really, really good pieces and I wanted to show you guys what they have. So that's coming next week. So make sure you tune in for that Sunday, 7 p.m. So with regards to the cutout pieces, this is a beautiful sort of blushy, pink, peachy color. I don't even know what color to call it, but it's really, really nice, really thick, and it's in a midi length. Why I love this trend is because the reason why I love this trend is because you can definitely play it to your comfort level. So if you are confident in your body, or you just want to wear it where it has the cutout on the sides or cutout all over here, or whatever the case is, you can definitely do that. Or if you want to play into the trend a little bit, but keep it a bit more demure, keep it a bit more unnoticeable, you can have a dress like this where it's just a slit, maybe across your chest or décolletage area. Or some dresses have maybe smaller holes or smaller cutout details in them as well. Another trend that is really, really closely related with the cutout trend is the trend of having holes. Now the pieces I've picked up that kind of feed into this trend are more to do with the open back. I love an open back, especially one that I know I can still wear a bra. So like the girls are still good and sitting cute, but I can still essentially show off my back. This piece I picked up that I think kind of fits into this trend is this really, really cute sort of jumpsuit or catsuit, I don't know how you'd call it. Picked it up in a medium and it was $27.99. And okay, I always get mixed up because it's like a cross back body detail, if that even makes sense, you will see. And it just looks like this. So it's kind of got the piping or like the lining across the front. It's got really, really nice detail. It's all black as you can see, but the stitching is kind of like an off black, almost like a dark navy. What I love about it, obviously you'll see a lot better when I have it on, is this cross back detail. It just looks like a mess here, but I promise it looks cuter. As I said, I love an open back, and I think this is a really nice way to play into this trend, especially when the weather starts getting nicer and you do just want to have a bit more skin showing. So this one in particular, like I said, was $27.99. It's definitely more of that sort of sports sort of athleisure sort of feel. However, I do think it will be very, very nice to layer up. You could definitely wear it under a hoodie or have like arm warmers or something with it. And yeah, I love the fact that it was full length. And then the next item I have that plays into that trend is this beautiful jumper. It is this beautiful jumper here. I wish you guys could feel it. It is so nice and thick. Like the material is so lovely. Picked it up in a size medium and it was $29.99. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've said $29.99 quite a bit. That seems to be like the average price recently with some of Zara's pieces, like $27, $29.99. It is this jumper here. Now, it looks quite simple, but it's not. So it has the details at the back, which I'm showing you now, but we already know the drill. You will see a bit on the try on bit. So it has the details at the back, and basically all of these come together in the middle to tie together. So the majority of the back is open. I love it because even though the majority of the back is open, it still has some nice amount of material towards the bottom that kind of just like sits over your bum area. Really, really lovely high neck, perfect because it's not choking you, it's not too high, but you can definitely see the difference in sort of like a standard round neck or anything like that. I love this jumper, and I think it's a really great way to have an item that you probably wear with so many different outfits. It's definitely on trend, but still very wearable. So for you ladies that like to get your back out, this one is definitely for you. Next trend that again, I think this is the theme, which is good. This is what I intended for it to be, where these are different things that you can actually wear, things you might already have, things you might be having your eye on. The next trend I wanted to touch on are bralettes. So bralettes, I think, again, I know for someone who's been on Zara enough times, one too many times actually, I've seen bralettes again and again and again, different colors, different materials, different textures. So I do have a little bit of a variation for you. So I picked it up in a size extra small to small. It was $9.99 and it is just this ribbed bandeau. Now I'll come up a bit closer just so you can see, but it's a lovely ribbed and stretchy material, and I love the fact that it has like the piping at the top and the bottom. which just helps it keep it a bit more secure. So that is the first one. This one, of course, as you can imagine, very easy to style up or dress down. Wear it as it is by itself as a top, or you can wear it layered, again, under a blazer, under a shirt, under a cardigan, whatever the case is. It obviously is a top in itself, so you can definitely have it peeking through whatever you're layering it with. But I love the fact that it's just simple, it's black, it's plain, lovely to have in your wardrobe. Depending on what outfits you might be going for, this will be something that will come in handy. Next variation on this trend is this little number here. And I absolutely love this color. It's definitely showing up a bit more gray from what I can see, but it's more of like a brownie, mocha, I don't know, it's a lovely color. Picked up in a size small, 14.99, and it is just this bralette here. Now it has the cups details, but there's no piping or extra material there, so if you are bigger busted, you could probably still get away with this depending on how you want it to look or how you want it to fit. I don't have particularly big boobs, and you can see that I managed to get away with it without a bra. I'm definitely someone that prefers to wear a bra with the majority of things I wear, but I did still feel relatively comfortable in this one. It has the spaghetti straps, which again I think is really flattering with this sort of style and this sort of size of top. So as you can see, there's not a lot of material here, but I really love the color, and I think it's quite a color that's different but neutral and might bring a bit more warmth to an outfit depending on what you pair it with. I would probably pair it with a blazer, but if I'm honest, I would want a blazer that matches the trousers I'm wearing it with. So what I probably should have done is wore this with a black version of the trousers and seen how it looked with a black blazer. Yeah, that is a second variation on that trend. And last but not least, the other one I picked up was in a size small. It was $17.99, although I think this one might have been on offer, so I will try and show that below if I can find it again. And it's a knit version of a bralette. Now as you can see, definitely a lot more material, definitely more of almost like a cropped style. This one I like in particular because of the material. It's like that wool sort of texture, so you can see it's that sort of almost like an eyelash knit material. Really lovely. Again, it's grey of course, so it fits in well with my wardrobe. And it matches the trousers again quite nicely. Now the reason I like this is because if you're not as comfortable showing as much skin as some of those other tops come with, or bralettes in general come with, this is definitely a nice way to wear a bit more of a covered version of the trend. But there are really lovely variations out there in case you wanted to grab something new. This one I appreciate because it has the thicker straps, but altogether I like that all three are very different from one another. Now the next trend, this one goes without saying, corsets. Corsets, oh the corsets. This is something that some brands, this is what they're known for. You think of your Polys, your House of CBs. This is something that they've been doing and probably will continue to do very well. I think they are something that's so lovely to pair with blazers, especially to kind of dress it up a bit more. But equally, they're a very cute sort of date night or brunch outfit if you just wear them with some balloon jeans or slouch jeans or even fitted jeans, depending on how you want to go. I love the fact that it's so versatile, and obviously in my head I'm picturing a black corset. Now the one I did pick up from Zara is very different to the conventional corset you would imagine, but I can understand why they would call it a corset, and I can understand where the details are in it. There are so many variations, but the one I picked up is this one just here. It's a lovely thick rib material, picked up in a size small, it's $17.99. Now this one I picked more for show purposes because I think for the trend and what it is, I don't think this fits the theme enough. However, one thing I do love about it as a top or corset variation in general is the way it buttons or sort of closes up. Come closer, I'm hoping you can see it's kind of got like the hook eye detail. Really sturdy, and I love the fact that they feel like they're not gonna open up. One thing about corsets or some of the variations of corsets I've seen, they just don't look like they're very secure, and the last thing you want to do is have a nip slip or a titty slip altogether. So when it comes to corsets, I think it's definitely what suits your style. Some are a lot more busty and kind of have a lot more cleavage going on. As I said, I'm definitely still looking out for some, and I think what I'll do is link a few below that I've got my eye on that I think will be great ways to have something that's part of the trend, but something you can definitely get wear out of and get your use out of. But yeah, this one from Zara is definitely cute. I think they had it in another color. I think for me, if they had it in an extra small, it might give that corset feel a bit more. Because the material is so thick, I think if you were to size down, you might get that that sort of look you're going for a bit better. Now, the next trend I want to discuss is one that if you've been watching me so far and you've kind of been looking at me and thinking, this girl wears a lot of neutrals, or damn, she wears a lot of black. Yes, that is my brand. That is what I'm comfortable with. It's what I love. Probably will never change. However, one trend that has definitely been rampant towards this spring summer theme and time period that we have coming are pastels. And pastels, and sort of inner brackets, pinks and blues. Now I say pinks and blues, and it's slightly a different trend in itself, but within the pastel space, I've definitely been seeing a lot of pastel pinks and a lot of pastel blues. But amongst that, we still have the lavenders and the greens. It's been something I've really been having fun kind of playing into, because it's definitely bringing color into my wardrobe. Now, I'm not gonna go crazy because, as I know, this is my brand, this is what I'm used to. So I'm only trying to inject color that I actually think I will wear, feel comfortable wearing, and pieces that I think maybe I can pair with other things, as you know, that I already have. Now, pastels I think are a great play on sort of welcoming spring and summer, and you would always expect it to come around every single year, but this year in particular, there's definitely been a huge focus on it. The first piece I picked up from Zara was extra small to small. It was $19.99, part of the Limitless collection, and it is this dress here. Now, it looks very, very simple, and I think it's washing out just a little bit, but hopefully you'll see it a bit better when I try it on. I'm sure you can kind of see the detail a bit more there. It almost has like a toweling on the inside. I can't explain it, but it's a different material to what you've got on the outside. It's this midi dress, as you can see, in this sort of, I don't think this is sage green. I think sage green is a bit deeper maybe, I might be wrong, but it's on a lovely, lovely pastel green shade, and I'm a fan. It fits so well, definitely figure hugging, definitely quite revealing. The little fupa and whatnot is there, but here we are. But I love how simple it is, and when it comes to my dresses, these are things that obviously you can just throw on. You don't really need to pair it with anything. And I think for me, that makes it a bit easier for me to wear color, or it makes it a bit easier for me to introduce this color into my wardrobe. So that's the first item. Sticking with the greeny sort of tones, I've got a co-ord piece. I'll start with the top, which I got in an extra small to small again, $11.99, and it looks like this. Now this, I think you would have seen on their website already if you have been checking Zara out. Really, really simple sort of like racer back crop top, and it's got like the detail at the bottom there. So it's got like the alternative material sort of, I don't even know, would you call that ruching? Not ruching, cuffing sort of detail at the bottom there. And then I got the matching bottoms in a size extra small to small, $17.99, and they look like this. Now they're in a really, really nice rib material, exactly the same material, exactly the same color. And that sort of cuffing, it's got it at the bottom as well. Now, the only thing with these bottoms are, and the problem I guess with the Limitless Contour collection is, there's not a wide range of sizes, of course. As I said, I picked this up in an extra small to small, and I think whilst it fit, it was almost like hanging a bit low on my behind. So I'm wondering if I should have gone for a medium to large instead, but I thought maybe that would be too big, but maybe I should try it and see how it goes. This is this set. As you can see, very, very cute, very lovely, and I think against my complexion looks awesome. Next piece I have is this lavender jumpsuit. Now this is probably the only one that I was like, I don't think it's for me. Not the color, but just the fit. Extra small to small, $25.99. Again, part of the Limitless Contour collection. So I'm guessing their Limitless Contour collection right now is just pastels, from what I'm seeing at least. It has the poppers in the front, which are functional. So functional poppers all there, which is great. And it goes all the way down, and it's definitely full length, which I love. However, this gives you serious, and pardon me, camel toe. Like, it's just all up in there, and I really tried to adjust it. I tried to, you know, shift around, pull it down, do whatever, but it just really wants to be up there. So I think for me it's a no, just because of the fit. But this is a really, really nice again, piece that could just be sort of one piece, throw on, don't need to think about it too much. Could be loungewear, could be something you wear out and about. I think the good thing with pastels as colors, like introducing them as colors into your wardrobe, is they are relatively muted. And then last but not least, as I mentioned, sort of playing into the pastels, but as I said, pinks and blues, I picked up another Corset. The top was extra small to small, $11.99. Again, still part of their Limitless collection. Now, the reason why I say pinks and blues is because to me, this isn't a pastel color, but it's not exactly like a bold pink either. The top looks like this. So I picked up this top, and it's got the buttons, which are not functional, so just for detail. And it looks like that. And it's got the spaghetti straps. And then I picked up the bottoms as well in a size extra small to small, $19.99. Has that same matching button details, if you can see there. Really, really lovely sort of ribbed waistband. This material is so soft. It's literally like someone put like butter in my hands and told me to touch this. It's so, so soft. It isn't cuffed at the bottom, which I actually prefer, but it doesn't flare or anything like that. Like, it pretty much fits like a legging, as you can see. So this, I love the color, but if I'm gonna be real, I wouldn't wear this out. That's just being honest. I think for some people, this would be, to see someone out and about, like if I saw a girl in this outfit out and about, I'd be like, yes, appreciate it. But for me, this would probably be a lounge piece if I'm honest. However, I could see myself wearing the green dress out. So that's that. Other top that I picked up that matches, sort of, but I think this is a bit more purple, was this top here. I picked it up in a size extra small to small. It was $9.99. You guys would have probably seen this. I don't know what I was thinking. I got titties. It wasn't gonna work. Like, it just, this right here, it cupped it, but it didn't hold it. So I didn't show it on, but I just wanted to mention they do have a different variation on tops if you want to wear something a bit different. If you are club itty, bitty, titty, committee, this would look chef's kiss on you. So that is the next one. Last but not least then, back to the pinks. I picked up this beautiful dress in a size small, $29.99. And if I show it to you like this, you guys will know straight away what sort of dress it is, because they had the jumpers that kept selling out, and it is this dress here. In a dusty sort of pink. I love the color. I love, love, love the color, because I think for me, although it's not a neutral color, it's still quite muted, and I think it goes really well with things that I already have. Although obviously it's a dress, you won't need to really pair it up with anything, but I think it just looks nice in my wardrobe. I think I already mentioned $29.99 in a size small. Thick, thick, thick. Again, playing into the trends of the pinks. This is a different sort of pink you might want to go for if you don't want something as bright or as bold. This is a lovely way to introduce pink into your wardrobe if you're someone that shies away from it, maybe like me. So yeah, this is the piece that I picked up. Absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. Again, really, really looks good on my complexion. So it makes me happy to have a bit of color in my wardrobe now. So guys, those were all the trends I had to show you. And I say all the trends, but there are definitely more trends out there. For example, sequins are supposedly a big thing right now. Capes are a big thing too, and you have the flossing trend, so you've probably seen like the skirts and the tops where they have like the extra material, almost looking like you're wearing a thong at the bottom, and then sometimes like with the bralettes and other tops, you've got the extra material there too. However, as I've said to you guys at the beginning, I try to at least showcase trends that I know would suit my wardrobe, suit me, things I'm actually happy to buy, happy to wear, and comfortable to wear out and about. Yes, of course I've tried on some pieces and I can say, nah, that's not for me. It'll be really interesting to know what pieces you guys already have. And as I said, do not feel the need to get anything extra. I've just really enjoyed being able to show you guys what to be expecting on the high street. So your Bershkas, your Zara's, H&M, all the above. Things that have been trending on the catwalk already, things that have been happening in Fashion Week. So it's been really, really good to see some of the trends introduced into the high street and see how they are kind of made into the day-to-day items. With that being said, guys, if you did make it to the end of the video, put a blue heart in the comments. Leave a blue heart in the comments. Of course, thank you so much for getting to the end if you have done. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know which trend you think you could work. Let me know which trend you liked. Or maybe even let me know which items you already have in your wardrobe that you're like, yeah, I already been new. I've been on it. As I said, guys, always upload Sunday, 7 p.m. So I hope to see you guys next week. Always happy to have you guys here. So thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe, turn your notifications on, so just in case I put another video out, you know, you never know. And I will see you guys next week. Till then, stay blessed, save your coins, be blessed, good vibes, and I'll catch you guys next week. Bye.